So
Hello.
I was, oh, you got somebody in.
It's Chris,
Oh,
everyone.
look, it's the hypnotist.
It's me. Hi, everyone. Hi, I'm
Hello, hello.
How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Joseph and Sheridan, and thank you, Sherry. Everybody, that's Sherry. Sherry works with us. Sheridan's met her already intimately in a lovely conversation. You haven't met her yet, Joseph, but she's fantastic. So she's going to be helping me out through this webinar. So that's terrific. Hopefully more people are going to start joining. We had, about 30 people who said they were coming to this call today. So we'll see what happens as we go through the call. So I just want to open up by saying today, welcome. We're here to talk about rapid transformational therapy. And in that, what it means is hypnosis, basically, and how it can change your life forever. So that's what we're going to talk about today. For entrepreneurs who are suffering from, anxiety, depression, PTSD, self-doubt, these types of things, maybe some anger, this is going to help you. So this is what helps me to get out of my fight or flight, to get out of my poor me and all of that stuff that was happening before and got me back onto the road of working. And it's going to help you too. And I'm going to talk to you a bit about how it helped executives and CEOs, and even the CIA uses hypnosis, guys. Even the CIA uses hypnosis. So let's talk a little bit about that. Just real quick, like a bunny here. So let's talk about basically what this is. What we're doing today is called, we're doing a Worth to Wealth program. It's an executive coaching program that includes hypnosis. It's for entrepreneurs and corporations. And it's going to be the same thing as what like the CIA has used, or what most corporations are using to this date, in order to help them create a greater ROI, get better mindset with their staff and all that sort of thing. So what they do is, the executive coach, which would be me, is someone who is there to help their business leaders get and unlock their full potential. So we help you reach your full potential. We do this by asking a bunch of leading questions, but these questions I don't ask your conscious mind, we ask your subconscious mind. And then we get clarifying answers to these obstacles, and then we're able to help you solve your issues. And in fact, the client themselves solves their own issues within the sessions. So it's not that I'm giving you any answers at all. You have all the answers. They're already inside of you. They're all stuck up there, right? So it's just a matter of kind of getting in there and unlocking it for you. And that's what I do. I ask the right questions and we unlock it. And so that can be done more efficiently and effectively when you combine like the coaching process and the hypnosis process and the therapy process. So why I say all three, it's a trifecta. A lot of other places you might just get the coaching part. The coaching part will work for many. But if you have deep-seated issues that keep you stuck, that keep you going one step forward, three steps back, dragging you back, it's not going to help as much, right? So you have to, in fact, get a little more aid. And that's where, a lot of people think one-on-one coaching is going to do. So in fact, hypnosis does better. But what hypnosis does, that's kind of going to a Tony Robbins kind of situation. He uses the Erickson method, which is a style of hypnosis. He also uses NLP. And so that's what we use here as well. We use those two, as well as psychotherapy, hypnotherapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy. So Tony Robbins uses those ones when you go to see him. And again, it is a quick fix for many. They get that immense feeling of joy and happiness when they go to his things. They come out, they're feeling rah, 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 we can do anything. And then 5 days later, they crash, kind of like when you have sugar in the morning and you get that sugar high and then crash right back down. The reason for the crash, again, you didn't get to the root of the issue. So again, for some people, they can soar to the top, and other people they can't. So they're going to soar down, right? And they keep getting one step forward, pulled a few steps backwards. So the idea is with the Tony Robbins is that for some, he will have them succeed immediately. And for others, they keep going backwards and backwards. So they have to go back to him every 3 to 4 months, even every month, just to keep getting refreshers, just to keep feeling better about themselves and all of these things. Now, if you incorporate the Tony Robbins method, which is the hypnosis stuff, you incorporate as well the coaching, which is helping someone on the back end of the hypnosis after they've become hypnotized to continue to move forward after that full month, right? If you help them with that, help them move forward, help them to understand the changes in their brains, all of those sorts of things, right? Then you get to do the therapy part, which even goes further than everything else. So that's where rapid transformational therapy comes in. That's what the CEOs are doing. That's what, you know, the CIA is using, all of these stuff. They're using stuff that goes even much deeper. That's what we do. So what we do is we go to the direct root of the cause of the issue, you know, that our clients are suffering from, right? So to make more sense of this, we are able to figure out the root cause. So we do that, and we'll go more into this later, into detail as to what I'm doing. I just want you to get a better idea. So when you include hypnosis, when you include therapy, and when you include coaching all together, that's when the person has no choice but to succeed, because there is no one step forward, three steps back. It's always one step forward, one step forward, one step forward. You keep going forward. Your brain has no choice because you're training it, and you're not allowing, every time it tries to go in the wrong direction, it gets stopped. And so it makes sense to use the hypnosis, the rapid transformational therapy, for a lot of businesses, for a lot of CEOs, because in the corporate industry, guess what many of these people are suffering from? Anybody got a guess?
Stress.
Yes, stress, anxiety, stress, depression, you know, the I'm not good enough, you know, I can't do this feeling, that fear maybe, or lack of confidence, like all of that stuff is floating. And that, if you have a team like that, within that team, one person, one bad apple can poison the entire team. So if you have one person's mindset that's really off, that person can hurt everybody within the group. That's why companies hire out hypnotists all over the world, rapid transformational therapists all over the world, in order to help their companies grow, in order to get them to work symbiotically, right? There's a woman out there called Kimberly hold on, guys. This one's a hard one. Freudmutter. I think that's how it's said. Freudmutter. I'm gonna say it that way. So she's a celebrity hypnotherapist. Okay, she's based out of Nevada in Las Vegas. This woman works with all Fortune 500 CEOs. Okay, and this is a big business. Like, we're talking. This is I believe right now it's a $12.5 million business already. So we're talking a lot of money. Billions even we're going into when you talk of all of around the world, but this is just for the US right now. So she works with these celebrities. She charges $1,000 an hour just to help them get their mindset in order. And what people like her do, people like I do, like all the hypnotherapists around the world who work with CEOs, who work with these entrepreneurs and companies like that, we help you to overcome fears. So like being afraid to speak up, or giving your opinions during a meeting, or, you know, that fear of failure, or maybe you have a fear of success. I know that was my problem when I started. I thought if I succeed, then more people are going to expect more of me. So maybe I shouldn't succeed. So I had that fear, right? So whatever the fear is, we help all of these entrepreneurs to overcome that fear. Maybe you fear your boss. I don't know what it is you're fearing, but we can help you to step into your own so that you can get past that. We help by reducing anxiety, because we know anxiety is a killer. Anxiety is such a killer. So before it presents in major issues where you become stuck in your home, where it starts affecting all of your relationships, your partners, your friendships, all of that stuff. Before that all starts to happen, what we do is we like to address the anxiety issues on all of the staff. And this way, the anxiety doesn't come into the workplace either. Because again, when you have that nervous energy in a work environment, even in your own business, if you just work alone and you're trying to make videos, you're trying to speak to clients, if you come towards them with that nervous, anxious energy, they feel that. They don't like it. And it's good to rid yourself of all of that stuff, right? So we do it also by restoring confidence, guys, such as the confidence of obtaining some jobs, of doing a job well done and stuff like that, or of being able to take the next steps, make the right decisions, hire the right people, to fire the right people, to whatever it is you have to do in your work world. We're increasing that confidence for you, right? It's all about doing that job well done, patting yourself on the back and feeling great about it, no matter what anybody else is saying around you, because you're not at work. You're not out in the world in order to beat Joe Blow next door. You're only supposed to beat your own record, do better than what you did yesterday. That's the goal. And that's how we build our own confidence, is not by trying to be better than that guy over there, because guess what? He may be better at this here, yet you turn around and look at his life. His life probably sucks in the back room, right? So what's happy here may not be good at point B or C. So never, compare yourself to others, or judge your confidence level or your abilities on what other people can do. Only do better than what you could do yesterday. That's the only goal. And so that's what we help people do, is to restore that kind of confidence, to allow them to move forward without building that anxiety inside and all of that stuff, right? That's what the CEOs are using this for. That's why they're bringing their staff in, so that they have confident staff. So when you walk up and you shake that person's hands and they're looking you in the eye, you get that sense of fear and that little bit of sweat in your back, as that person is about to take control of this meeting, because that person's confident. That's who you're going to become after rapid transformational therapy, because it's going to be innate. It's just going to be who you are. And so also with this, we go by enhancing all around business skills. So if you have problems with communication, preparation, determination to succeed, maybe listening issues, maybe you have problems listening to people and hearing what they have to say because you just want to interject with whatever you've got to say, or maybe you have issues with, I don't know, giving up too soon. You hit the roadblock, and instead of looking for the avenue to go around that roadblock, instead you just throw in the towel. It's done we're done. Burn the house down. We're just going to rebuild over here, right? No, we don't have to do that. Instead, we help you build those skills, create whatever skills it is that you need to focus on for you, right? Everyone's different. When I worked with Sherry, we worked on all skills for which she needs to do her position with me. So we worked on confidence and sales skills and people skills and all of these abilities that, and you should see, Sherry, do you remember when we started? I know Sherry always says she doesn't see how much she's grown, but holy moly, guys, when Sherry started, and when I started too, we were both very, you could tell we were second guessing our words. There's a lot of ums and ahs. And then now there's nothing but confidence resounding from both of us. Right, Sherry? Is she still here?
I see it.
Yeah, I'm still here. And yeah, I agree. I feel like there's definitely more confidence and more smoothness in my communication. And I guess less fear about what other people are gonna, how other people are gonna respond.
I think you've kind of turned into a master almost in that, whereby I you know what I mean? Like you're that Chinese master who's teaching his young one, and every time they go, yeah, and then you're just like, no, this way, and you've just totally stepped into your own. It's just absolutely fantastic to watch. So that's the kind of things it does. It helps build these sorts of confidences and stuff like that. And to be fair, Sherry's never done some of the work we're asking her to do before. She's a rapid transformational therapist as well, right? So, but she's never done some of this stuff. And now her confidence is just soaring, right? My confidence when I started, guys, my business skills, when I started, I knew nothing. I cried a lot. Bad things happened. Every time I tried technology, something wrong would go, and then I would give up, and then I would come back 3 days later. And, it was just, well, it was a shit show, everybody. It was a shit show to begin with, but it turned out well in the end, because I kept going and I used the rapid transformational help. So that's what it does with these skills, these bouncing skills that we can help people to grow with. So what we're doing here is we're basically reminding all of our entrepreneurs that come into here, that thoughts are the product of energy patterns. And these energy patterns are what control your life, right? So whatever thoughts you've got about how you can do your job, if you love being there, you hate being there, if you think you can do it, you don't think you can do it. Whatever you say to yourself is 100% the truth. 100% the truth, 100% the reality you will manifest for yourself. So that's why we beg people to come into therapy, rapid transformational therapy, before they let it get spiraling out of control, before they lose their jobs, before they lose their businesses, before they turn away clients, all of these sorts of things. Get that sort of stuff fixed up, right? So investing in improved employees' health and wellness, including yourself, right? This will increase the bottom line. And that's why people are doing that. That's why the CEOs are coming to us. That's why these corporations, these businesses are coming to us to help with their entrepreneurs. That's why individual entrepreneurs who just want to scale their own businesses are coming to us. They want to increase their bottom line. They want to enhance their productivity. They want to improve morale. Oh my God, this works for morale, because suddenly you get everybody working on the same wavelength. They're not fighting each other anymore. You don't have that one bad apple in the room anymore. Everybody's working towards the common goal. So let's say you're the CEO of your company. That common goal will be your goal. We're going to get all of your staff to work towards your common goal. And of course, they love that, because once you get all of your staff working towards what you want, guess what turns up? Your return on investment goes up, your bottom line, everything goes right up. It reduces up, stress in the workplace. It lowers medical claims, you guys, because when people aren't feeling stressed, when they're loving what they do, when they're loving their life, when they're happy inside, when they're successful, when they're not struggling, you don't get sick. A lot of illnesses are caused by our own stuff, by the stuff we're putting on ourselves. It's not actual illness. It's the weighed down of stress and what we tell ourselves. And so imagine if you're telling yourself in a moment, I hate this job. I can't do it. It's killing me. I just wish I could sleep forever. I can't do this anymore. Well, guess what's going to happen probably within that next month is you're going to become quite sick. You're going to become quite sick in your bed, maybe with a cold or a flu, or really, really tired all the time and you can't do it. Why? Because you were telling your brain, I can't do this. It's killing me. I just need to sleep all the time. So it's going to give you that. It's going to allow you, because your brain lines you up for exactly what you need, right? Your brain is always trying to set you up for success, the success you ask for. So watch the words you say to yourself, right? So not only is it going to lower those medical claims, because now if you're feeling good inside, you're feeling happy, you're not feeling that stress, it's all gone. You create a smoother workflow in the business for yourself, in your own business. I know for myself, my workflow just went from, one step forward, 500 steps backwards to, 5 steps towards, 1 step back. And the only time it ever gets 1 step forward, 3 steps back is when I'm about to hit something fantastic, when I know good things are coming towards me, when I'm working real hard, and then suddenly these roadblocks start to drop. And it's not roadblocks that mean you're going in the wrong direction. It's not that where the job is saying, please don't do this, please don't do it. It's not that. It's other things that are trying to get you out of that positive mindset. So, my boyfriend broke up with me last night, or, my dog is puking all over the house, or my check bounced, or whatever it is that's causing a stress that makes today's job not as perfect as it could have been, because your mindset just went away from I'm amazing to shit, this life sucks, right? So you're not going to manifest that stuff. Instead, you're not going to get that constant quality workflow or anything of those things. Anyways, as well, what this is going to do for companies is it's going to increase recruitment and retention and loyalty within the company. And I say that because, it increases loyalty, absolutely 100%, and the retention and the recruitment, because when you get people who are happy at their job, they don't want to leave. When they love their boss, when they all have a common goal, they perform better, they work better, they're more loyal to that group, to that person, to that career, right? So you improve the morale, you improve the performance, you improve productivity, you get to save money because you're doing all of that. That's what helps our companies. That's why CEOs are doing this, right? So besides saving money, which I know, guys, I know that's at the top of all of our lists. Let's save some money, right? Every boss wants to save money. I want to save money in my own company. Even when I was just coming up and I was my own girl, just working by myself, it was important that I saved my money and I made the right choices. And so keeping my mindset in the right flow, not having these 1 steps forward, 500 steps back, I saved money. So also you get to increase your employee satisfaction and well-being. Everybody gets healthier, everybody's happier. And of course, when you start making more money, you're able to provide more bonuses for your staff, give them more incentives, do all of those sorts of things. So it works out better. We talked about retaining staff. I know there's a lot of companies that get, that flow of people going in and out of their groups, in and out of their companies. That stops. It stops. And in fact, what happens is you do get a flow. The people who come in and are not meant to be with your group, you hypnotize them right away to stay with you. If they don't jump into that flow within the 2-3 weeks after that hypnosis, you know to get rid of them. They're not meant to be with your company. It's easy as that. That's what I do with my clients or my staff. Once they come in within a week of being hired with me, they all get hypnotized for success. And so I know at the end of that month, if they aren't flowing with us, if they are still fighting it, if they are going the other way, if they aren't doing any of this stuff, then that person isn't going to set with my company. Because when I'm doing their hypnosis session, I'm doing it for what they need for their success, right? So we grow their success. But if they come back after that month and they're not wanting to line up with what my company wants, even though we've not necessarily done that in the session, but more often than not, we will, provide that it's in the session, and they're still not wanting to do that, they're still not jumping in line, then we let them go because that person's not meant to be with us, right? But 9 times out of 10, after you've hypnotized someone, they're worth staying with you. They're ready to run and roll with it. There's very few who don't, and those are just the ones who don't do the work. And so guess what? If that staff member is not doing the homework after the hypnosis, if they're not following through, which, guess what? The only homework there is to write gratitude charts or something like that, or, to watch videos. So if they're not doing that work, imagine what work they're not going to be doing for your company later, right? If they're not even willing to listen to a 15 or 20-minute audio every day, they're probably not going to follow through on all the performance stuff that they need to be doing for your company. So it's easy enough to let them go. You can see it all right away. And rapid transformational also helps the individual to see these things quickly, to see these red flags quickly, to stem them out quickly. Whatever you need to do, you get to do with this. So it reduces the sickness, the absence, the stress. You increase your recruitment, you increase your intention. And best of all, it enhances your corporate reputation, because when the staff is happy, they talk fantastically about you. They work well. When the staff is happy, they work well with their clients. Your clients become happy because everybody else is happy. Happiness just breeds more happiness, guys. So I don't know if you know this, but out there in the world right now, employees, so the health investment, I guess, that a boss is making. So for every $1 spent on wellness programs in the world, employers, can expect a return of $2.30 to $10 through lower medical claims, reduced absenteeism, improved productivity, and other factors once they use hypnotism, rapid transformational therapy on their staff. So they actually make money by doing this rather than lose money. They tend to lose a lot of money within healthcare itself on staff, right? Because, days off, showing up late, low productivity, all that stuff, you lose a lot of money. So you actually start to gain more. and lower your medical costs and all of that stuff with your staff. So it's really fantastic. So using hypnosis, it's possible, again, to reduce the anxiety in situations that would normally trigger stress. So maybe speaking in groups, speaking at events, doing a presentation, all of these things, we can reduce that stress level. It helps your staff to study better. It helps them to retain information better. And study shows that hypnosis drops stress levels from around 46%. This positively impacts each and every individual, the team, and the entire business. So these studies show that the average individual that participates in a hypnosis session is about 32% happier. Okay, they're about 60% less depressed and 55% less angry. And actually, I venture to say that's BS, because I am 95% less angry since my hypnosis session. I am 100% less depressed since my rapid transformational session. And I am 100% happier as well. So I think that that's because these numbers are only counting in for hypnosis. They're not counting in for rapid transformational therapy. And once you get rapid transformational therapy, those numbers go up significantly, because rapid transformational therapy is all other therapies on steroids. And when I say that, I mean that. All of the therapies, you might get one of them, neuro-linguistic programming. You might get that one all by itself. You might get the Erickson method all by itself. You might get hypnotherapy all by itself, or psychotherapy, or just a normal counselor, a therapist, all by itself, which fantastic. Those all do work, right? Those all do work. But if you ask a CEO to bring them in and say, you want this to work with your staff, they'll have to be there for about, the rest of that person's life as your employee. They'll be coming in to see this therapist every week or every month for the next 5 years or whatever it is. No employer wants to pay that. None. What they will pay, though, is for something like rapid transformational therapy that fixes all of that stuff up. Lickety split, guys. 30 to 90 days to fix the issues. And when we work with companies, we have different types of programs to work with. So generally 30 to 90 days to change the group's success rates, to change all of their averages, to change everything that needs to be changed in order to find this company's success. So let's go ahead, now that I've explained all of this and why corporations love us, I forgot to tell you about the CIA. The CIA, they actually use this stuff for nefarious reasons, guys. So the CIA, they've been using hypnosis from like the 1940s, I believe it is. They've hypnotized, so they're using it to erase memories. They're using it for their double agents so that they don't realize they're double agents. They're using it for all of these sorts of things. I've got to get the sunblock up. Hang on, everybody. It's attacking my face. Okay. Okay. Am I too dark now? No? Okay. So the CIA uses it for nefarious things, like they're blocking out your memories when they've had you do something. Okay, so they had mind control programs, that sort of things. Repetition, they're showing you they're using various forms of hypnosis. They're doing all of these things to use mind control on human subjects. They do a whole lot of nasty stuff with hypnosis. So yeah, hypnosis can be used for very nefarious things. It can be used to erase memories. It can be used for all of these things. Of course, in corporate business stuff, we don't use it for that. We use it strictly for success. In fact, I do not know how to use it for nefarious things. I only knew how to use it for positive stuff. That's how my language works. So my brain only goes towards success and positivity. So that's what we use it for. So I want to open up the conversation in a minute. What I wanted you to do, guys, is I'm going to get you to watch just a quick little video of some of what my clients said. Oh, my mouse isn't working. Hang on. I want to do a quick little video. And okay, my coffee. And come on. Sorry. Okay. It's going to work eventually, I promise. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So I'm going to play this quick little video, guys, so you can all see it. And I will be back after to ask some questions. I'm going to let you guys ask some questions.
Chris, we can't hear it. Chris,
We did like a phenomenal
thank
job.
you.
I noticed there was so much block that was holding me back, but it's amazing. It was like my expectation. If my expectation was 100%, so it was 110%. I realized what was holding me back while creating my success. I realized what was the reason behind the limiting beliefs of my life. I realized what do I really need to do in the next steps. So it's amazing. It was an amazing experience, and I just wanted to record and share that. And thank you so much, Chris. I just wanted to quickly record my feelings. I
think the confidence to do it, or the
Sorry.
Thank you so much,
Didn't realize you edited it twice with her.
Chris.
There you go.
I just wanted to
Hi,
quickly
you don't
record
need to
my
There you go.
session from Chris.
what's up, Chris? I've been very good, Listen, I've been attracting some motherfucking cool shit, and I have been telling my girlfriend about how I think these are working, and they worked. It worked the last time too. I definitely remember. Even just that hypnosis experience helped me, and then the repetition, which I haven't been on every single day, twice a day, and maybe I can talk with you about why that might be. But I definitely feel like it's just helping me level up. That's the only way I can say it. Like, if I'm after quantum leaps, this is definitely a catalyst for quantum leaps. And along with what I already am doing, it's just like it's so complementary. Don't even get me started about my romantic love life. That was the main reason I wanted to even get started with any of this. Was like, yeah. I mean, I just through the process started believing that I was holding myself back and allowed myself to make hard decisions, and then I think the confidence to do it, or it's really the self-esteem, self-image, self-confidence part of me that was still holding on to, like, why I couldn't, was just kind of like replaced now with the more of what we talked about. I guess, I don't know. I don't really look back and think about it. I just know how I feel in the moment, and now I'm inspired to do the same things I've been inspired to do. I just feel like I'm connecting with the people now, and I'm allowing it to come easier, and life is becoming easier. And you only helped, for sure.
All right, guys. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about these testimonials and all of that stuff. But feel free, if you guys have some questions right now. I want to ask everybody in the call today, what is it that brought you to seek out rapid transformational therapy? What is it that you believe will change your life? What is it you're looking for today? Anyone? Very.
Yeah, so the reason I ended up getting trained to begin with was because it's a rapid therapy and it's also a permanent therapy. So if somebody's been struggling for years with anxiety, or it happens in cycles, you go through one session and you have about 3 weeks or 21 days to start building that new seed and nurturing that new seed. And you've healed anxiety for the rest of your life unless something new comes up. So that's the reason I got into it, because it's so powerful.
Absolutely. That's perfect. Anyone else?
The reason I'm here, I was invited. However, if I didn't find it intriguing, I wouldn't be here.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you. Perfect.
I've done a lot of work over the years on myself, but I'm sure there's plenty of residual stuck up in that subconscious.
Oh yeah.
It's a never-ending cycle. Even if I went through this whole thing, my own personal opinion, and it worked perfectly, and my life got better on track and all that, I bet if I came back in a year, there'd be more stuff to start cleaning out. Because it just builds up without you even realizing that you're putting it in your subconscious. You have all the stuff from when you were 7 years old. That's all stored up in there.
Mhm.
So it's a win-win situation as far as I can see. And your presentation was good. It explained everything. So we'll see where we go with this.
Perfect. So you're right to say that, but what we find with rapid transformational therapy in a year's time, in 2 years' time, even in 3 years' time, because I'm 3 years out from my anger sessions and I'm still growing, I'm still finding shock in my reactions to things that were never that kind of reaction, and now I'm subdued and calm, and all of these things, or even if I start to have a fit, it lasts for all of 30 seconds and I come right back down, whereas that was never true before. That used to be a full day event, right? So it's continual change. What we find our clients come back for in a year's time is because it's like the domino effect. So with our therapy, you knock everything down, and then there's a domino that stands at the very end. That's the domino you got to go back for. So what happens with this is sometimes they'll come in for all the therapies. We think we get everything they want. And again, a year down the road, you've grown, you've changed. Things are different in your life. People go through a 7-year cycle, right? So as you're growing and changing, you start to develop different habits, different behaviors, different phobias, different fears, different all of these sorts of things, right? And it's the new stuff that comes on. It's the new stories that you start to tell in your head that become a problem. So it's not the old stuff that you were working with before. That should never actually come back, as we've rid you of that issue. We've pulled it out at the root. So that should never actually become a problem. What it does is always new stuff that comes up later on as you grow and change into new situations. So for me right now, when I started, I had fears of success, fears of failure, fear of just fear of being put into the public, fear of everything. And now that's all gone. Now I need a session because I have fear of being a boss of like tons of people. I have fear of, running an empire. I have different types of fears now because I'm at a different level. That's what I need help with. That's what I mean. It's a bit different in that way. So that's how we kind of grow. So let me ask you guys, what is it that you want to be in your life? Where is it that you want to be? Let's go to maybe Sheridan. Sheridan, where is it that you want to be in your life?
I want to be more successful. I guess, yeah, I have a network marketing business as well. So I just want to succeed in that too. Plus I want to do hypnotherapy.
Yeah.
So I've always been interested in doing hypnotherapy. So to have clients and things like that. So I'd really love to do that.
Excellent, excellent. So what has been missing for you up to date?
Um, I guess confidence
Mm,
more than anything.
mhm,
And I guess that goes back to my childhood. But
right.
yeah, I did NLP and timeline therapy, and I've done all my master practitioner and all that. So, and hypnosis. But that was a long time ago. So I guess I just want to just get back into that and just yeah, just grow and learn.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so let's go to Simone. How you doing, girl? Good to see you.
Hi. Yeah,
Where do
I
you
got fired today.
who's on fire today? Me?
I got fired today.
Yay, that means something great is coming for you.
Mm.
I guess, yeah.
Yes,
I was sad
ma'am.
for about a couple of minutes, but then I was angry and it went on during the day. And in between it was like, who the hell do they think they are? I was mainly upset because they dared to fire me. I wanted to quit.
Yeah. Well, Simone, your life is lining you up, right? It's lining you up for where you want to go. Remember, you're in the stage where you're just getting rid of the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. So just remember, it's leaving to do you a favor, not to hurt you. It's doing you a favor.
Yeah.
It's lining you up for the success and for the job you're meant to be in.
And the little sad parts that came up during the day was obviously because I have a strong feeling about what's right, and I was just telling them what everyone thinks, and I get fired. Well, okay, then good luck with your business.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
it's a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now I have a whole month. I get paid for the December, but I have the whole month to work on my business. How great is that?
You know what? You've just been lined up to create your own empire right now. They're going to pay you to do it for the next month, isn't it?
And also last Saturday I got my first customer. Yay.
I am so proud of you. Everybody, Simone actually has done rapid transformational therapy with me already. So why don't you tell them about how you were before and how you are now after our sessions?
I tend to um uh, sorry, I'm looking for the English words.
That's
I
okay.
didn't want to get out of the house. I think that's called anxiety, right?
Yeah,
Because if you don't meet other people can't hurt you.
yeah.
So I had a very low confidence. The things that came out were more aggressively um, defending myself, as it did not come from inner confidence.
Mhm.
And so yeah, that's different now.
That's it. Who are you now? Tell us about the woman
Once you
who
see
likes
the side, once you see what's possible, you can never go back.
you can't. No. And in fact, we went from I believe our first conversations were all very negative. I can't, I won't, it's not going to happen, to screw them. I'm good enough. It's happening. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to do it. Right? Like you
And
did.
I'm fired. Yeah.
This is exactly what you wanted, though. You wanted to lose that job and to move forward into your coaching.
Yeah. I had some awesome colleagues though. The first time I liked all of them, but okay. We'll we'll meet again in the area.
Friendships can last outside of workplaces, you know that. So you don't need to
Yeah.
make that happen. So now the
No.
goal is to get this coaching business off the ground, get you the skills and the tools you need in order to make that happen, right?
Yeah.
That's our
Yes.
next step with you, is to get you going on that route. Okay.
I'm like what you said, the technical stuff, I still am like, but I'm doing it. I'm not paying someone else because I want to know how it works.
Right?
I'm doing it myself.
So listen, Simone, like I literally spent the first 2 months bawling my face off before every video or after every video, thinking it was horrible, or struggling so much with all of the technical aspects of everything, until I finally got hypnotized and was able to do it, and or realized, fuck it, I don't need to do it. I can just hire someone else to do it for me. So, I realized my limitations and what I love to do and what I don't love to do. And that helped a lot. And it gave me the confidence, instead of saying, I'm not good at this or I don't like it. Instead of letting that push me down, I just said, no, I could just outsource. I could just outsource
Yeah.
and move forward.
Yeah.
right? It allows.
Well, maybe I do that later. I probably will do that later. But I feel like I need to do it for myself also, because it's a sort of a process
It's
to find out what I exactly want to do.
Yes. Well, for that reason too, but also if you're running a company of your own, you're creating your own company, it's important that you know how to do every step within that company. Because if you're going to be running a team, you need to know how to do their job. You can't tell somebody to do something you don't know how to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
important that you do know all of these steps. If for me, because I train entrepreneurs, we have to know how to create, interest in a company. We have to know how to, create logos. We have to know how to create the interest, how to speak to people. We have to know all of these things. This is not stuff I knew before. This is stuff I grew into now, right? Over time. And I was able to grow into it because I allowed hypnosis to go into my mind. Rapid transformational therapy opened me up and allowed me to learn. Whereas before, I was just a 46-year-old woman who was stubborn-headed and couldn't absorb information to save my life. Now, when I open a book, it's like whoop, right inside, and it just sticks there. It just sticks there. It's completely different than when.
Yeah, and you know what? The boss was telling me about profit and why did that kind of money and blah blah. And I was like, I had my own hotel. I'm 48. You don't need to tell me that. So yeah, you don't need to tell me that. I know that. And you're doing well. I was thinking, and you're doing a shitty job, but I didn't say that. No need to. We all meet second time, right? So you never know.
So Sandra, I'm coming to you. Is your camera going to come on? Are you going to chat with us? Nope. Okay, that's okay. So everybody, has anybody got any questions for us that they want to know how it can help them to grow or anything along that nature? Anyone?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, so I guess what have you guys basically tried so far to get your company or your business or your life going towards where you want it to go, and is that working? Oh, I just got a message, sorry, from somebody here. Okay. Sorry, Sandra just messaged that she can't talk, but she's following. So thank you, Sandra. We're grateful to have you here anyways. So, okay, let's just go into talking about how you guys have tried in the past to kind of improve things, and where did that get you for your companies? Did that work out for you? What kind of things have you been trying in the past to get your success or your mindset motivated?
So the Tony Robbins challenges, the normal psychology therapy, but she was only inspired. Yeah, that's what I tried.
Cool. How'd that work for you?
Oh, well, Tony got me into the whole I'm doing work for me. But the normal traditional psychotherapy, well, I got to her because I needed her help, I thought. But it turned out that I was inspiring her and helping her. So that was the point that I was thinking, oh, I don't need her. I need something else. So I wanted to have the switch from the hypnosis.
And yeah, and it worked, yeah, in the end. Yeah, so there you go. Sheridan, what have you done? What have you done to because I don't know your full story. What have you tried so far to kind of get you on the road to success?
I'm trying different things. Oh, are you talking to me or somebody else? Sheridan?
Sheridan, but we'll go to Sheridan.
Sorry about that, Sheridan.
No, you're right. It's
So
okay.
for me, I have tried yoga, works really well for me when I have to get out of my head. So I find that doing something physical
Mhm,
really helps just to sort of shift the pattern.
mhm.
And I don't meditate that often, but sometimes meditation will work. And I usually try to do like a regular gratitude list, and I find that's helpful too. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead, Sheridan.
Sheridan?
I well, I started off 2007 and I did the NLP, timeline therapy, and hypnosis. I went from the introductory to the practitioner to master practitioner course.
Okay.
So I did all that in the 1 year, and that did help a lot. Then I found myself getting back into patterns again for some reason. I'm not sure why. Getting jobs that I didn't want. Being with people I didn't want to be with, that sort of thing happening, relationships. Then last year, I ended up with doing Tony Robbins, like the New You challenge, New World New You challenge. And yeah, you did that one as well. So I love that. And a coach reached out to me and I was doing coaching with her. So I'm still with her, but I still don't feel that I'm getting the value out of it that I should be getting, if that makes sense. Um, so because we do one-on-ones and things like that, but I have to reach out to her. She doesn't reach out to me that much. And because we're in different countries, it gets a bit difficult with times.
Mhm.
So I've just sort of gone back a bit. And now, like Simone, I now, well, I redundant. So I was made redundant last week. So I guess, as you said, it's setting me up for success for this. So I'm happy about that. I was upset at first, but actually at first I was excited. I was like, oh yes, it's exactly what I wanted because I've been asking the universe for so long to get out of this job,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy that it's happened now. And then I went through like on Thursday, I was saying to Sherry before, in our talks that I was upset because I actually cried. I cried with this manager I'd never ever met before, like because of COVID, I'm not allowed to go to the office. So it was just like, well, why am I upset? I don't know why I'm upset. Maybe I'm just upset because I know I'm losing 14 and a half years of my life. I don't know. But I think it's just yeah, I was grateful in a way. I was just like, yeah, this is good because this is now setting me up for what I really want to do is help people. And I
Exactly.
want to help people myself, not with, pocketing someone else's pocket. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But yeah, I guess what's held me back is just confidence. I did get that back last year as well because I got like a lot on social media and like I never used to put selfies up on Facebook or anything like that, and that did help me with that. And my mentor in because I'm in the network marketing business with like a makeup the cosmetics company. So my mentor helped me a lot with that as well, and now she's become a good friend. So yeah, it's just I don't know, just the people around you, I guess, as well makes a difference.
Oh,
And I
certainly.
found a lot of my friends have fallen away too, so
Fallen
I
away.
I don't mind that. We're not on the same level, so
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I like to
that
be
you
more
let
on
that
level.
go, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I'm grateful. So I've only got a month left as well.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
all happening.
Life has a way of setting us up, even though we think in the moment when you became redundant or got fired, Simone, or any of those things, we always,
Mm,
oh, that's a shitstorm. You know, that's not good. I
mm.
shitstorm a lot, guys. I apologize. That's my go-to. Um, you know, it's not a shitstorm though. It might be for a little while
No,
you get your eggs all in the right basket, but you're meant to for something else. It's pushing you towards where you're
yeah.
supposed to go, right? And so it's all positive, it's all good stuff. It all can be amazing if you stay in the right mind frame. You have to keep yourself moving
Mm,
forward towards that. And that's what rapid transformational therapy helps us to do, right? It helps us to continually move forward. And when I say that, I mean, like, you won't need me after a little while. It's to the point now where You know, I used to, as I was saying earlier, I used to go into fits that would last all day. Like once I became angry at something or discouraged by something or anxious riddled or whatever the case, that feeling lasted for hours to days. Sometimes it would just it would ruin everything and everyone else's day too. I would make sure it ruined everyone else's day too. So, you know, that was it. But now I'll get that thought, you know, so I'll get that thought where it was a few months back, actually. Now this happened a few months back, just before I moved into my fabulous new home, guys. I was in a situation where I was in a very toxic environment, a very toxic home. And something negative had happened there where they had caused me to lose money in my business, clients in my business, 3 days of time. My internet went down. Everything started to fail, all because of that toxic environment. And I got so upset, and I just thought, oh, I should just kill myself or somebody. That thought lasted all of 30 seconds in my head. And then it went up and it went, no, instead, here's what you have to do. Start planning. And it started pivoting. It's my brain automatically started to going to the plan. What you need to do to get out of this and get yourself in a better position. Was I able to do that ever before? Hell no. There's no freaking way I could have gotten out of that loop of who do I need to murder right now, right? Like there's no way I could have got out of that loop. And yet that this day to day, I'm out. You know, I'm out of it because of the rapid transformational therapy. And now it's like these thoughts last maybe 10 seconds, 30 seconds in my brain, and then it goes straight positive. I don't even have to work to change it. It just naturally happens for me now. It's 100% different. And you know what? Did it happen like that right away overnight? No. It took a few months. It started right away. All the changes started right away. Yes, of course. But for it to be going from all day misery down to 30 seconds of that chaos and then it clears itself, it was a good year before I noticed that it was that way, doing it all by itself. I didn't have to make an effort to even try to change my brain. It took a full year for me to fully realize that that was what was happening. I noticed that there were changes before that. I noticed that I wasn't getting angry as often and this and that. But I didn't notice that my brain wouldn't even allow these negative thoughts anymore. It wouldn't even allow it. It took a year before I noticed that that was gone. The permission that I used to give myself was no longer there. It was gone. I pulled out the root. It was just gone. So Joseph, let's go to you. Let's talk about some of this stuff. Maybe what have you been tried to help you in your career and to get moving forward and to get all that stuff going?
Well, after about 5 or 6 coaches from January, everything's been organic for me. So I started out with content.
Yeah.
Still not building up a big enough audience. There's this coach I've been following online that speaks to me about content and how to phrase your content, and also talk about what you do off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Or it's like the back of your hand, you know it instinctively, and have a wonderful offer to present to your client.
Yeah.
So I've been working on incorporating that stuff. I'm in a joint venture with a businessman where I'm doing some podcasts, and I just worked on a webinar this week with slides. And I put a lot of work into it. I did a workshop a couple of months ago, which I wasn't happy about.
Mm-hmm.
It was just me sitting there talking behind slides. I'm not an enthusiastic person. You get on and you watch these videos with people and they're like, oh my God, what are they on? You know, how many cups of coffee did this guy have? Because they're so enthusiastic. I was never like that. I just speak the truth. Yeah. In a nice, calm voice. People seem to listen when I do it that way. But to be honest with you, at this point, we're coming to the end of the year. never going to give this up because it's part of my life. Mindset I've been involved in for over 30 years. So I know a lot about it and how it works. Perhaps being hypnotized is intriguing to me as far as we all have blocks. Some we know about, some we don't know about. And I just think to myself, I'm on a new journey now. And that was a sad part of my life a couple of months ago, which God, the universe, somebody stepped in and said, "You're going to be on a new journey. You're living solo now." My partner passed away. I moved down to down south for the warmer weather and the retirement. But if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. So I'm kind of in the middle of, where's my journey taking me? I know something good's coming because I'm always enthusiastic about anything I do with this business. So I pray a lot. I meditate to get my thoughts clear. And I'm in a good place mentally. Just need some clients.
I feel
So
like
that's where I'm at today.
that's excellent. That's excellent. That's a lot of steps though, because if you think back to when you started, how long ago was it that you started this journey?
January. And I
Right.
quit my job when I started. So all I'm living on is Social Security.
There you go. Well, it hasn't even been a year and you're already doing amazing for yourself, right? So
Well, thank you for saying that.
you're moving up in the world. So that's what matters.
Mhm.
It inch by inch, day by day, you know, you have to keep taking those steps forward,
Absolutely.
you know. And it's good that we work on ourselves every day. So just never give up on doing that, right? Yeah. That's fantastic. So I am hearing from Sandra in the chat. She was saying that she has suffered and is still suffering from childhood trauma rejections. So I'm sure many of us in here have got some childhood trauma stuff that's still sitting. And I think that's a lot of our personal issues, come into play later on in life. So what we don't deal with ends up have everyone else around us has to deal with it for us, right? Because we start projecting what we don't deal with. And a lot of that is our childhood traumas, just like Sandra is saying. So she says it's made me struggle to people please in a way of letting myself, as a way of getting myself to belong. This has caused me a lot because I quickly just give up, and the mentality of feeling like I'm not good enough. I'm looking forward to getting help. So has anybody else felt those emotions, right? Where you're just feeling like you just have to give up, you're not enough. Life is making you struggle because of all of these rejections and traumas that you had as a child. You just can't seem to get past them. That seems to be, that's part of what we work on, a lot of what we work on with rapid transformational therapy, is we go back to those traumas. So what we don't think that they're still affecting us, and when in fact they do still affect us, right? So even just like Joseph was mentioning, you think you've got it all, and then you go to a new stage in life and you realize, oh, I had this block since I was 5 years old. I didn't realize until I got to this stage that I can't do this now because I was blocked way back then. And that's basically what's happening, right? So it's the stories we tell ourselves in our lifetimes from forever, but especially those between the ages of 0 and 7, because by 7 years old, we've developed our first personality. We've decided who we are. We've decided our belief, our story about ourselves. So if in those first 7 years, you were traumatized often, you were told no a lot, you were told it's not for you, you're stupid, you're ugly, you can't, whatever, the no's, the negatives. If that was your story, or even if it wasn't your story, but that's what you heard people saying around you about themselves, even, we're too poor, we can't afford that. No, you shouldn't. You should just keep quiet. stuff like that. Don't say anything. Shh. All of these things that push us down. By the time you're 7 years old, you take that on as your own. So if you're living in a house with a narcissistic parent who's abusive, as most narcissistic parents are, depends on the abuse they choose. But if you're in that house with that person by the time you're 7, you've developed that codependent, self-hating personality. And the narcissist made sure of that, right? And so you go through your life believing that's who you are, when in fact, that's never who you've been. That's who they created. And that's where rapid transformational therapy helps you to go back and to find the person that you were born to be, not the person that you were created to be. They say sociopaths were created. Sociopaths are not, we all think they're crazy, but they're not. They're hurt. A sociopath is somebody who's been exceptionally hurt and put up a wall around them and are now using their pain to hurt others. That's what they're doing. That's a hurt person. A psychopath is someone who's like right broken. You can't fix that one. But a sociopath, that's someone who in childhood got broken, got hurt so badly that their belief system just went click. And they believed that they were the bottom of the barrel and all they could do was to make everyone else feel how they feel. And they started to take joy in the stuff that hurt them. It's a turnaround thing. And so that's what we have to prevent our children from becoming, are these sociopaths, right? We want to prevent that. We want to prevent our kids from growing into narcissists, all of these things. And how do you do that? It's by mindset work. It's by mindset work. It's by going back and helping them to realize that it's not your environment that creates who you are. It's who you were born to be that nourishes that. And as long as you can tune all of that other stuff out and only believe the truth, and the truth is what your mind tells you, what your subconscious mind, not your conscious mind, what your subconscious mind is telling you, that's the truth. And so if we can get back to that, and we can, in rapid transformational therapy, we can, in the first 3 hours, we can get back to that moment where you were born knowing how awesome and fantastic and perfect you are, and what your goals were in life, where you were supposed to be. We bring you back to that. And when we can do that, you can release everything that's going on in your life now, because it was those first 7 years that formed you. And often it's those first 7 years that we're absorbing other people's personalities to create our own, right? And so if you created your own personality based on sick personalities around you, it doesn't mean you're sick. It means you weren't taught the right tools. It means you weren't given the right environment to be nourished and grow. But that doesn't mean you weren't meant for spectacular things. It doesn't mean that you weren't meant to grow and love yourself and be amazing and be happy and to have love given to you. Everybody's worthy of that. Everybody's worthy of success. And in fact, every single person on this planet was born to succeed. It's our environments, it's those first 7 years that crush us down and stop us from that success. And that today is what's causing the anxiety, the depression, and all of these things that all of these entrepreneurs we deal with, that they're all feeling. It's from those years. It's from the stories you were told or you told yourself in those years that are still wreaking havoc in your life today. And that's what we fix. That's what we go back and do, guys. So there is what we're going to do now, guys, if there is any other questions, we're going to just take a quick 10-minute break. And then we're going to come back and I'm going to put one of you guys into, does anybody want to volunteer, instead of me just asking, into a quick hypnosis? There we go, Joseph. And we're just going to put you down real quick. We're going to ask you one question to your mind, Joseph. So during the 10-minute break, I want you to go ahead and think of a question you want to ask your mind. So be it, I don't know. You could think of whatever question you want to ask that you want an answer to, and that you're willing to express the answer in front of all of us, okay? Because we don't know what the answer is going to come up, but we're going to ask your subconscious mind to come up with an answer. So just think of a question When we come out of the break, we'll put you under hypnosis and we'll get to that. And then when we're done with Joseph, what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody together, and we're going to get everybody to, I'm assuming everybody's filled out their consent form, yes? We're going to get everybody to go into self-hypnosis at that, not self-hypnosis, into guided hypnosis. I'm just going to guide you into a very light stage where everybody's going to get to experience what Joseph's going to go through in a few minutes, just to experience what it feels like. We're going to do some confidence work, that sort of stuff. And then we're going to end the entire webinar with whatever questions you guys got left. And that's the whole game. So we'll give you about 10 minutes, guys. We'll be back. What time is it now? And we are back. Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for coming back with us. Oh, so now that we're back, I'm just going to share with you guys a little screen first before we go into our live hypnosis with Joseph. Have you got your question ready, Joseph? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So today we're talking about the Worth to Wealth program, guys. So what we're going to be hypnotizing, I'm going to show you a bit about what we do and how it basically goes. There's a lot more to the Worth to Wealth program, because with this program, what we do is not only we don't only use rapid transformational therapy on you, but we also program your mind for the success. But we are also giving you all the tools you need, all the skills you need to move forward, to get your business forward. So if you're struggling with social media, if you're struggling with getting clients, if you're struggling with all of these things, this is what we help you to do. This is what we teach you how to do so that your ROI increases right away. When I started this program with my coach, who taught me everything I know, I went from literally making $0. I had to take out a loan to do this. It was hard because I couldn't get a bank loan at the time, because guess who had been unemployed for 15 years? This cookie right here. So I couldn't get out a bank loan, right? So I actually had to get a loan from a family friend, and that was like a lot of begging and pleading, as we know how that happens. So I got that loan, and within 2 months, so it was at that time I paid, it was $5,000 loan for that coach. And within 2 months, I paid that loan back, you guys. So in the first month, I didn't make nothing. I made nothing. I spent that full month crying, like the whole month crying with my coach, telling him I can't do it, telling him it was too hard. But by that second month, by the second month, I started to get clients in. I started to get a lot of clients in. And I went from making $0 to $12,000 by the end of that second month, almost into the third month. 12,000, that's 5 figures, you guys. That's more than I've ever freaking made in a month, ever, right? And I made that within 2 months. So the first month was all crying, and the second month was right down to business, right? So I had to get over my fear of success. That was the biggest stumbling block for me. I don't know what yours is, but mine was that fear of success. Because what do I do once I succeed? They're going to expect so much more out of me, right? You know, and then what if I fail once I'm a success? Then they're going to look at me even harsher. And I don't want to be looked at as harsher, right? So maybe if I just stay here. No. I had to get rid of all of that crap, all of that self-negative talk, all of that stuff to start moving forward. And that's what we use the Worth to Wealth for, you guys. That's what this is for. It's a 3-month program that we're using with all of our clients, and it works. So, because we know 80% of mindset or sales is mindset, right? So if you believe that they're going to come to the call and they're probably going to say no, whatever the case may be, that's what's going to happen. Whatever you're telling yourself in your brain is the outcome. 90% of the time, that's the outcome. So I just want to show you what this program offers you guys. This is the 3-month course that I've been talking about with the CIA uses, all of these things. We help our clients get to this. We want you to get from 0 to 5 figures within the first 3 months. By 5 figures, I mean around $20,000, $30,000. That's where I want you and your company to get within the first 3 months of working with me. And it is possible, because what this does is it lines you up for success. So it's a 3-month course. You can see how we put it here. It's a 3-month course. We offer for $7,995 US. It includes 3 rapid transformational sessions. Those sessions last up to 3 hours. So that's at the first of the month, on every 3 months. So that's at the top of the month. That's what we do. We offer you that session. That session is the only time we ever actually go to the root of your issue. That's the only time we actually ever talk about your problems, is during those hypnosis sessions. For the rest of the month, during the coaching sessions, what we do is we talk about your progress. We give you homework. We talk about that stuff. We get you moving forward. We never ever look backwards. We always go forwards. And how do we do that? We do that by you listening to the 3 powerful transformation audios that we create for you during these live sessions, right? And that's the water to the seed. So the seed is the transformation, the reframe that we've created in your brain during the session, right? That's the seed. You've planted that seed during the session. Now you need to water it. And you water it with a powerful audio that we create together live during a session. And that in and of itself helps your brain to restructure itself. And that takes up to 21 days. So we ask all of our clients to listen to this audio for 21 days in a row, and that helps them. You also get 6 60-minute business group coaching sessions weekly. You don't get 6 all week. You get 1 a week, every week for the full 3 months. So I have to change the way I worded that. And then, of course, you get 3 one-on-one coaching. So during that month, you will get, at the top of the month, your full RTT session, which is a private one-on-one session between us. Then we get 2 more sessions of group sessions to help you work on your business. That's what those ones are for. And then you get 1 full private hour session of coaching every month. And that's where you and I work privately to pull you forward, to make sure you're not going backwards. That's the therapy session that we're going to do to help you move forward. That's the one you book usually at week 2, right? Week 3 and 4 is where you go into the group. If you need more of me, that's fine. Some people need more, some people need less. It just depends. You always have access to me through Messenger. You can always book more calls if you're going through crisis or anything of that nature. I'm not going to be real strict on this, you guys. I really just, this is the kind of platform we work with. And of course, we offer you the full access to our Business Success VIP group and community. Now you ask, why? What do I care about that? You do care about that because eventually this group is going to grow so big that all of the entrepreneurs are going to start helping each other to grow. And this community, we keep you in there for a full year. So even though you pay for 3 months of working with me, you actually get a full year of working with me. You get to come into these weekly meetings that we have. You get to come in and you get to watch the replays of all the meetings that we've had. You get to speak with other therapists, because I'm going to have other therapists that work for me. They are going to be in here speaking as well. So you can speak with any of our therapists. You can get strategies from any of the other clients within there as well. We're going to be posting strategy videos as well on how to get your business up and running and get you into the 5 and 6 figures a month. A month, guys, not a year. 5 and 6 figures a month. That's the goal, is to get you there. So that's what we do with this VIP business worth to wealth. And that's when you get into the success group full access, that's what happens in that group. We teach you all of the stuff that you need to know. We get you forward. And so at the end of the 3 months, if you feel, I'm still struggling, you're not left. You still have full access to me through Messenger. You still have full access to the business VIP group, where everybody in those groups can help. We can all help you to move forward. So you will not be stuck. You will have a full year of support. And trust me, that's a lot of support. In that full year, you should already be making high 5 figures every month. It should be where you're at. If you follow every step without reinventing the wheel, guys, I'm giving you the exact steps you need to make the success that you're looking for, to create that success you're looking for. And that's what Worth to Wealth does. It helps you to do all of that stuff. And of course, the difference of this compared to every other mindset program out there is the rapid transformational therapy. They can't do that for you. They can't offer you a relief from all your personal blocks, a lifetime of relief. It's not a temporary. This is a lifetime of success. So that being said, we are within this program that we're doing for you guys this month. It's $7,995. But if you guys sign up today, we're going to give you a $2,000 discount today. So that puts it down to $5,995 for today. We're going to give it a 48-hour window of that for payment to join us. But we're only running that price for 48 hours. And then it goes right back up to the regular price and into the new year at $7,995. No more discounts after that. So this is the day where all the discounts end. So that's that for today. So Joseph, are you ready? What question do you have?
Yes. You want the question?
Yes, sir, I do.
I want to know what the biggest block I'm holding that's preventing me from being successful in this business as a coach.
Okay. All righty. Now, let me ask you, Joseph, where do you feel, and this is going to seem silly to you, but where do you feel most comfortable? In the forest, in walking down the stairs? Like where do you feel safest? Like
you mean in an outside environment?
Yeah, if I'm to relax you, let's say I'm going to count you down, I'll close your eyes and have you relax. And I say, okay, we're going down a flight of stairs. When you get to the bottom, you're going to see your success. Is that enough for you? Or do you need to go into a forest and walk through the forest and see all the calmness of that to calm down, or be on a beach or something to relax your body? Do you know where would your mind be?
I prefer either a beach or a nice quiet park with trees in there and grass where you can just sit in the grass quietly.
Excellent.
And it's probably the trees and the grass seem, as I speak them, that's what feels calmest.
Perfect. That's what we will do then. Let me just fix my mouse. You guys, I need my mouse, my computer. I need a new one. I'm just going to go with that story right now. I need a new one. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let me prepare. So what I'm going to ask you to do in just before we go under, so if everybody's ready to watch, do not do the same steps as what we're doing, Joseph and I, otherwise you will end up hypnotized as well. So if you're ready, what I'm going to ask you to do at one point, Joseph, is to look up into your own eyebrows. So look up into a point on the ceiling just above you. And so you kind of focus that spot. So you're looking up. It's going to hurt, like right under here. You're going to feel like a strain. Maybe in the back of your eyes, you're going to feel like a strain. That's exactly where you want to be, is into that strain. Okay. We're going to hold you there for probably 3 breaths, maybe 4 breaths. And then we're going to get you to close your eyes right down. And then we're going to put you into the induction. Okay. So it's going to be really fast, safe. We're only going to go down for maybe 5-10 minutes. We're going to ask that one question and bring you right back up. Okay. And then we're going to finish it off with the hypnosis for everybody on the end, so I can show everybody the exact steps. So for everybody who's watching, this is basically what's going to happen, is that we're going to bring Joseph into a hypnotic state. Once you're down, Joseph, we're going to pose that question to your mind. Once the answer starts to come up, what happens is it generally comes to the forefront. Sometimes your mind will stay black and it'll come up as a story that you're hearing in the back of your head. Sometimes it's images that you'll see. Sometimes oh, my hand just glowed. Look at that. Ooh. Sometimes you'll see yourself as standing outside watching it as if you're watching television and it's not your story. Sometimes you'll just get a feeling, a taste, something like that. Whatever it is that you start to experience in that moment when I ask that question, it's exactly perfectly right. There's nothing wrong with anything that goes on. Our brains bring us to exactly where we want to go. So if you go to black, that's okay. Your brain goes to black because it's trying to block. It's trying to block you from the answer. It doesn't want you to get there, because if you get to that answer, that means you have to change. You have to now change your life and stop sitting in that happy spot, right? And guess who doesn't want to change? Our brains, right? Our brains love to be in the misery. So that's why you'll go to black. So it's not wrong if you go to black. Just tell me whatever it is you see or feel in that moment. It's going to be 100% correct. Okay. So, and it might not even make sense to you, Joseph, because you have to understand within these sessions, with this one today, we're only going to ask the one question. So it may not come to the full answer, Joseph, because usually we have to ask this question 3 to 5 times. Worded a bit differently, but ask that same question 3 to 5 times to come up with the true answer. Okay. The true answer is the amalgamation of all of the visions that come to you in the hypnosis under these questions. It's the amalgamation of everything. Usually the true answer is the third one. It's not the first one. The first one is the one where we're just throwing out, you know, throwing out a piece of whatever and saying, oh, buy that for my answer, will ya? And then the second one is like, okay, this is a bit traumatizing. You'll believe this if I tell you this is what did it. It's the third one that we go to. That's the one that your brain's hiding from you. That's the secret sauce right there. That's where it's saying, okay, here's where we have to change everything in our lives. And now this is what I'm afraid to release. So it's usually the third time. So on this particular thing, we may not get to the full answer after that first one, because it usually goes in 3, but we're going to try on the first question to see how far it brings you down and where it goes. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. So I'm just setting this up. Okay. So at one point in this, just to be sure that you are hypnotized, Joseph, I am going to ask you to either suck on a lemon or to pick up a couple of buckets. One of the buckets will have cement in it or bricks. The other bucket will have balloons. Or I'm going to ask you to believe or that there's a magnet in the palm of your hands. So if I ask you to put up your arms straight in front of you, what I mean is to go like this. Put them in front of you like this with your hands facing towards each other. If I say we're going to go with a magnet in the palm of your hands, you go this way. Okay, you put your hands out shoulder length apart like that. And what we'll suggest is that there's a powerful magnet and your hands will draw together and then fall. If we do the buckets, you put your hands out, same thing, shoulder length apart like this, holding the buckets. And if we do the lemon, you just hold the lemon and you eat the lemon. Okay. I'll decide which one I'm going in when I go in. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't want you preparing. Right. All right. So, okay. And that is just to kind of prove that you are hypnotizable, that you are under hypnosis. And of course, we're going to do that for everybody as well a little bit later. So everybody will get to experience this as well. So for now, if you are ready.
Ready.
So what I'm going to do is just get you to make yourself comfortable. Make sure your hands and feet are not quite touching. They're not crossed. Make sure they're unfolded and all of that stuff. Perfect. All right. Let me just get comfortable too. Ooh, all right. So what I want you to do, Joseph, is I want you to roll your eyes up into your eyebrows as if you're looking up to a real or imagined spot overhead. That's perfect. And so for just a few seconds, Joseph, I want you to keep your eyes glued to that real or imagined spot overhead and just breathe in and breathe out deeply. That's perfect, Joseph. Your eyelids, they're becoming heavy, droopy, and drowsy. So keeping your eyeballs rolled up, again, just breathe in and breathe out. So every time you blink, that's hypnosis coming upon you, Joseph. So one more time, just breathe in, keeping your eyeballs rolled up as you exhale. This time I want you to close your eyelids right down. That's perfect. And that fluttering sensation is just the first sign that you are actually responding perfectly and amazingly. So Joseph, your eyes are sealed shut, closed, tight, locked together. For this moment, you can forget about your eyes and allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body. You don't need to do anything else except for Allow that floating and allow your imagination to take hold. Your eyes are glued shut, sealed shut, locked tight. And I want you to simply imagine that you're looking. Are we going to the beach? We're going to the beach, aren't we? That you're looking on a beach. You're coming out of a forest entry and you see the beach ahead of you. You see that sand. It's very calming. You can feel that air on you. It's a nice warm breeze. You can hear the birds. You can smell that fish, smell from the ocean or the lake. You feel relaxed. You feel comfortable. And so, Joseph, you can allow your chin to drop just a fraction. So you can get that same feeling as if you're looking down. And that's perfect. So I want you to imagine that you are 10 steps away from the perfect spot on that beach. And as you move towards each and every step that you're taking, and as you're moving forward, you'll see and feel every foot and every step. You're moving onto that step 10, and each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You're taking, and Joseph, you take step 1 now, and you're at that spot, that comfortable spot where you can just sit down and relax and just sleep deeply, Joseph. And of course, you're not going to sleep. It's just a sleep of your nervous system. So as I snap my fingers, you're going to go deeper. You drift deeper. You sink deeper. You float deeper and deeper still. You're going 50 times deeper, 100 times deeper. Go deeper. Allow yourself to relax into this suggestions. It's about being suggestible. It's about going into a deeper awareness of yourself, Joseph. And so now that you see you are incredibly extraordinarily suggestible, I want you to actually just hold your arms out, Joseph, at shoulder length apart, hands facing each other. I want you to imagine that in the palm of your hands, put your palms facing each other, please, Joseph. That's perfect. Now, in the palm of your hands, you have the most powerful magnet. And right now you can feel that magnet in the palm of your hands. It's starting to tingle. You can feel it powerfully tingling in the palm of your hands. It's getting so powerful. Your arms are starting to draw closer together. And as I count from 5, you're going to feel the pull, the force, the current of those magnets pulling your palms together. It's getting stronger and stronger as that powerful magnet is moving through your hands and drawing them closer together. On the count of 4, you feel that magnetic force. It's getting incredibly powerful, and it's tingling right into your palms, into your wrists, into your fingertips as you count down to 3. All the time as your hands are moving closer, they're being drawn together, pulled together. You're going deeper and deeper into this hypnosis. On the count of 2, your arms are moving together. They're drawing closer and closer and closer as this powerful magnet is just dragging you closer. You can feel the magnetic current pulling. It's getting stronger and stronger every single moment. And as your arms are coming closer and closer together, you are going deeper and deeper and deeper into hypnosis. That's perfect. And you can see you're perfectly suggestible. So allow that magnet to keep pulling your arms together. You can feel how powerful it is. Your arms are getting so close. And on the count of 1, your hands are going to touch in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull your hands closer and closer together. As they draw together, your hands can drop down to your waist. And that's perfect. So Joseph, you can see that you are incredibly and perfectly suggestible. And as suggestible as you are, you gave yourself the suggestion early on in life that made you believe that something was blocking you from reaching your full success, that you weren't meant to reach the top of the ladder. But I'm a great believer that you can't fix what you don't believe. And I believe in order to heal those feelings of self-sabotage, those feelings of blocking, it's very useful to understand how, why, where, and when we acquired it. Joseph, your mind already knows. So as I count backwards, it's going to take you straight back to the cause of why you're sabotaging yourself from the success you know you are worthy of. So I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. Excuse me. And your brilliant mind is going to take you back to a scene, place, event, and time that is all to do with why you're blocking yourself from this success. So on the count of 5, Joseph, you're drifting back to a vivid memory, a crucial scene that is all to do with why you are self-sabotaging and placing blocks on your personal success. On the count of 4, you're becoming younger. On the count of 3 and 2, you're becoming smaller, lighter, shorter, drifting right back to a scene, a place, event, and a time that is all to do with why you're self-sabotaging and placing personal blocks on your success. On the count of 1, Joseph, you're going back, way back. Just easily be there as I snap my fingers. The scene in your mind will be there easily and effortlessly, automatically. The scene in your mind right now, is it daytime or is it nighttime, Joseph?
Daytime.
Perfect. Are you inside or are you outside?
Outside.
And how old are you, Joseph?
4 or 5.
Perfect. So what I want you to do, Joseph, is just describe to me what it is that you're seeing, feeling, and experiencing in this scene. And again, as I snap my finger, you feel as if this is happening yesterday. It's not happening to you right now, Joseph. What are you experiencing in that scene?
Well, I'm on a bicycle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm smiling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody else around, but I'm right outside my house.
And what are you feeling? You're smiling. Are you feeling content?
I seem to be happy.
And what meaning are you placing on this?
I'm dreading going inside.
What's inside, Joseph?
My mother.
So as we count, can you tell me what it is that you dread about your mom in this moment?
Just her way of disciplining. Taking all the joy out of what I had outside. It goes away when I go in.
And so what did this cause you to believe about yourself, Joseph?
To stay quiet. Don't make waves. Keep my feelings to myself.
As a grown adult, now looking back on this scene, Joseph, can you see how that is harmful to your future, to your career, to your soul?
Yes.
So instead, what do you see as a positive thing to be doing for yourself, Joseph?
Those positive things are saying what's going on with me, express my feelings where appropriate.
And in fact, everything that you're telling yourself shouldn't, all the things that should, having that voice, believing in yourself, all of these things are what you need to become the incredible coach you're going to become today, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And so isn't it time that you allow yourself the freedom to express yourself, the freedom to become the man you were always meant to become?
Yes.
And so I want you to repeat after me. I'm a part of Joseph.
I'm a part of Joseph
That wants to protect myself.
that wants to protect myself.
But now that I can speak,
Now that I can speak,
I want to tell you what this role is doing for me.
I want to tell you what this role is doing for me.
I'm the part of Joseph
I'm the part of Joseph
that wants to protect myself through shrinking.
that wants to protect myself through shrinking,
Through not speaking.
through not speaking.
My function in Joseph's life is to what?
My function in Joseph's life is to what?
What is your function? What is the function of not speaking up, of staying outside and hiding? What's the function of that for you?
Well, that's not a function because I don't hide anymore.
Excellent. At that time.
At that time, my function was to be seen and not heard.
Yeah. It was a protection mechanism, wasn't it?
Yes.
Absolutely. And so ask yourself the same question as to what is the role? What's that role doing for you? You played the role of the person who's not seen and not heard. What was that role doing for you?
It was holding back my social growth.
Yeah. So how old were you when you decided that that was the best choice for you to take, to protect yourself in that way?
Oh, right around that time.
Yeah. 5 years old, 4 years old. And so you've been hanging on to that belief system your entire life. Can you see now how that has been holding you back?
In some way, yes.
So in which way do you see it holding you back?
Being cautious about things I do. Very planned out, thought out, disciplined steps I take in my life.
How's that working for you?
It's worked for a good part of my life until this online business came up.
And now what's it doing?
I keep saying that there's just one more piece missing for me to go from 0 to 100.
You know what that
but
means?
I can't put my finger on what that piece is.
So what if I told you that that piece is right behind the door? You see a door right in front of you right now. What color is that door in front of you?
Red.
There's a big red door in front of you. And what if I told you that the answer is right behind that door? And when I count backwards from 3 to 1, and you reach out your hand and open that door, the answer is going to come flooding out. Do you want that answer?
Yes.
All right, on the count of 3, Joseph, you take a step closer to that door. You know, you can feel the tingling in your body right now. You can feel the energy coming up as you know behind that door is the answer. On the count of 2, you put your hand on the handle of that door and you start to turn it, and you are feeling electrified. You feel amazing. You feel fantastic as you're getting closer and closer to that answer. And on the count of 1, as if it was always there, the answer comes straight to your mind. It's coming to your mind right now, easily and effortlessly. It's coming out. What's the answer, Joseph?
All I got is be more assertive.
Be more assertive. There you go. There you go. Be more assertive. You know, stand in your grounds. And that was taken away from you in your youth from your mom, I imagine, yeah? Your assertiveness?
Yes.
Yeah. But that's not you, is it?
No.
It's not you. So repeat after me, Joseph. That's not me.
That's not me.
It will never be me.
It will never be me.
I am not 5 years old anymore.
I am not 5 years old anymore.
I had no control back then because I was just a child.
I had no control back then
Because I was just a child.
because I was just a child.
But now today I'm a grown-ass adult.
But now today I'm a grown-ass adult.
And I can say no.
And I can say no.
Speak up.
Speak up.
I can leave.
And can leave.
I can take control of my life.
I can take control of my life.
I can lead others.
I can lead others.
And I can leave any situation I want.
And I can leave out any situation I want.
So those feelings are behind me now.
Those feelings are behind me now.
It's in the past, it's going, it's gone.
It's in the past, it's going, it's gone.
That was me before.
That was me before,
But it's not me anymore.
but it's not me anymore.
I felt I needed to protect myself.
I felt I needed to protect myself.
I don't need that anymore.
I don't need that anymore.
I can stand strong and be assertive.
I can stand strong and be assertive.
And so what I want you to do right now in this moment is just to imagine that you're with that younger version of you as you opened that door. And that younger version of you is now smiling. I want you to give them a huge hug. Become that loving parent to that little version of you. Can you see them right now with you?
Yes.
So what I want you to do is look them into their eyes and repeat after me. I'm becoming a loving parent to you.
I'm becoming a loving parent to you.
No one can play this role as well as I can.
No one can play this role as well as I can.
I love you actually completely and unconditionally.
I love you actually completely and unconditionally.
I will always listen to you.
I will always listen to you.
I'll always have time for you.
I'll always have time for you.
I'll always nurture and nourish you.
always nurture and nourish you,
Put you first. And put you first.
and put you first.
You'll always be loved.
You will always be loved.
You'll always be significant, no matter what.
You'll always be significant no matter what.
You are enough.
You are enough.
You always will be.
You'll always will be.
And everything is available to you now.
And everything is available to you now.
So I want you to let go of the hand of that little child, that version of you, and allow that little child, now that they're feeling released, feeling revived, allow them to be happy. You can see that that smaller version of you is smiling. And in fact, they're so light now that their energy is starting to float. It's starting to float above them. You can see that this little child is starting to float above you, in fact. And in fact, they're hovering over your head right now. You can see them hovering over your head. They're not leaving you. They're just hovering there, smiling, giggling, laughing, happy, content. Everything you've always wanted to be, confident. They're all there in that small version of you. And now imagine that child slowly descending down, dropping down, merging down into your body, merging into your heart, merging into your life. Okay, so you could feel this child fully merged within you now, Joseph. And they're never going back. They can't go back to that old version where they felt insecure. That's gone. That's gone forever, because now they live with you as an adult, where you have grown the confidence you need, where you have grown into an incredible human being, an incredible man, the man you've always wanted to be. And so that little version of you, they're free now. They had a massive upgrade into your new life. So that past is behind you. The past, it's shattered, it's smashed, it's erased. You cannot and will not ever be affected by that past again. You're free to be the person you choose to be. So you let it go. And so, Joseph, you are letting go, erasing, eradicating, eliminating, and releasing all of those old feelings that you needed to block your success, that it wasn't meant for you, that you need to hide. No, that's all gone. It's all behind you now, Joseph. Every imprint, every impression, every thought, every idea, belief, feeling, and memory, everything, and indeed everything, has had you shrink and feel and believe that you weren't enough, that had you believe that you needed to hide out, hide away in order to be safe, that had you believe that you needed to keep quiet, that had you believe that you weren't worthy of success, of great success. All of those thoughts, they're all shrinking, fading, disappearing. It's all going, it's all gone. Every imprint, every impression, every thought, every idea, every belief that had you feeling like you were not enough is shattered. It's all smashed, it's all evaporated, it's all erased, and it's out of your life forever, Joseph. It's in that past. It's like the water in the shower that you last took. It's down that drain, it's down the drain forever, ever. Amen. It's gone forever. And so whilst Joseph is still under hypnosis, we are going to invite everybody else to join in the next induction. So we're going to ask you all to now make yourself comfortable. Here's where we just give you the mind meditation for success. So I urge you all to sit down right now. Put your eyes up, roll them up, guys, because we're getting started. Make yourself comfortable. Make sure your feet and hands are not quite touching. Again, I want you to look up into your eyebrows as if you're looking up to a real or imagined spot overhead. And just breathe in and breathe out. That's perfect. Keeping your eyeballs to that real or imagined spot. Breathe in all the way and out. And that's perfect. Your eyelids are becoming droopy, heavy, and drowsy. So keeping your eyelids shut. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper. So one more time, just keeping your eyeballs up, take one deep breath. And as you take that deep breath in and relax, you're going deeper and deeper and deeper into hypnosis. So hold it. And as you exhale, you can close your eyelids right down, all the way down. That's amazing. So one more time, just breathe in and out. And as your eyes shut down, your muscles in and around your eyes are becoming heavy, droopy, drowsy. Your eyelids are feeling heavy. They've been glued shut, sealed shut, locked together. So much so that you have no urge to open them. In fact, you forget all about your eyes. Already, all you care about is letting go of tension. All your muscles and nerves are relaxing more and more as each word is spoken. With every sound you hear, you're going deeper and deeper into hypnosis. With each easy breath that you take, your eyes are feeling heavier and heavier. Just allow a drifting, floating feeling to develop in your body right now. Don't try to make it happen, just allow it to float. So as I count backwards, a drifting, floating feeling is developing in your body. Time is insignificant now. You're relaxed. You're letting go. And you can see perfectly well with your eyelids closed. So just picture a beautiful, beautiful staircase, you guys. Picture a beautiful staircase. Any staircase you want. Just lower your chin a bit, and I want you to get that same looking down feeling as if you're looking over a balcony. And I'm going to count backwards, and you're going to see and feel your feet treading down each and every step. You're moving on to step 10 as each muscle, every nerve turns loose, lets loose, and you go deeper. You take step 9, and now you see your feet. You hear your feet taking each and every step. In fact, a wave of relaxation washes over your body right now as you're going deeper. So go deeper into that sleep, into that relaxation. As you take step 8, you are in a wave of relaxation as it washes across your body and you go deeper. You take step 7 and you can see and feel your feet treading each and every step. You move down, drift down, travel down to that even deeper level. You take step 6. You're going deeper, more peacefully relaxed with every sound that you hear. Every noise and movement around you is flowing through you and taking you even deeper into that awareness of yourself, taking you deeper into this hypnosis. You take step 5. You're halfway down, guys. And as you take that break on the halfway down mark of those steps, you look around you and you see beauty. You see the most beautiful environment that you can imagine. You feel a beautiful light radiating down onto you, and that light is calming, it's warm, it's healing. And now that you're halfway down and this light is beaming onto you, this light of healing, this light of relaxation, every muscle and every nerve goes loose, limp, and lazy. You turn loose, let loose, and you go deeper. So as you take step 4, you're twice as deep as you were just moments ago. With every beat of your heart, you go deeper and deeper and deeper. You take step 3 and you gently, calmly, easily move on over to a still, even deeper level. Each sound around you, you go deeper into that hypnosis. You feel safe with that light radiating down onto you. You feel comfortable. You feel relaxed. You know you're in the light of happiness, of love, of success. It's radiating down on you, and so much so that as you take step 2, that light starts radiating through you. You drift down deeper now, go even deeper. And as you see that light radiating through you, you could see it coming out your eyes. You could see it coming out your nostrils, your fingertips, your toes, your belly button. You see that light radiating. It's so bright coming from you through you. And as you take that final step, that step one, you just sleep deeply and you allow yourself to drift and float. And of course, you know you're not going to sleep. You're just allowing your nervous system to take a deep, long rest as you go deeper and deeper and deeper into hypnosis. So you're not aware. You're concentrating with your subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is free to relax and drift further. You can communicate directly with your subconscious mind, and you could allow it to go deeper and deeper still. And you could begin to feel all of your muscles and all of your nerves relaxing and just letting go, just letting go. All the tensions are just fading away as you take step one. You're just there. You're in the light. You're in that zone where you're safe. You're relaxing more and more with each breath as you take. You're beginning to breathe more deeply now as every muscle and every nerve turns loose and relaxes and just lets go. Just the way you breathe at night when you're in a deep and sound sleep. With every breath you take and every time you exhale, you're freeing yourself of tension. You're discharging that tension right now. And you're going deeper and deeper into a wonderful, different kind of sleep. And now from the knees all the way up to your hips, the length of your thigh muscles are turning loose, easing off and just relaxing. You can feel your leg muscles starting to relax and let go even more and more gently and calmly and easily as you drift over into a pleasant state of easy relaxation. And now this wave of relaxation is moving into your hips and into your pelvis. It's coming up from the floor of your feet. You could feel it all the way from your toes, all the way up to your knees, into your pelvis. You could feel this wave of relaxation starting to happen. It's moving into your stomach. You could feel the tingling coming to you, the warmth coming into your body right now. It's heating you up as your eyes are locked together, closed tight, so much so that you just can't be bothered to open them. Your breathing is going deeper. It's from the stomach and now up into your solar plexus and center of your nervous system. That light is still radiating from you as you could feel its energy healing you, relaxing you, releasing you of all the stress and anxiety that you've held on to. Each muscle and nerve lets loose. Your tensions are relaxing. Now you're drifting down deeper and deeper into a sleep. You're going deeper into awareness of yourself. You're going deeper into that internal state. So up through your ribs and muscles, they're starting to relax right into your chest, into the broad muscles of your chest. The muscles are becoming limp, loose, so relaxed that your tensions are fading away. You're relaxed more than with every heartbeat. You're going deeper into the neck, the muscles. They're all letting go right now. All of your neck muscles, they're all just relaxing. And just as they relax each night, when you are going deeper into that relaxation sleep, you are aware that your body is wonderfully relaxed and content and happy. And now that sensation is deep muscular relaxation. It's moving down in your back. From the base of your skull to the base of your spine, you're feeling this relaxation starting to take place. It's actually coming in the form of tingling and warming. Each muscle and every nerve, each vertebrae is starting to relax. You're drifting down deeper, deeper into sleep. That wave of relaxation is spreading out into broad muscles of the back, all across the small of your back. Now it's across your shoulders. You're turning loose every muscle and every nerve, and you're going deeper and deeper. Your shoulders, the muscles, they're all starting to let go. And that's perfect. Right now, your tensions are relaxing as you drift down deeper and deeper into sleep. Into your jaws, the muscles are relaxing. Your jaws are parting slightly. Your teeth are not quite touching. All around your mouth, the muscles let go. Up through the nose now, each nerve gives away. All around your eyes, the muscles are heavy and so relaxed. Even your eyebrows are relaxing across the forehead. The muscles there are just smoothing out. You can feel your whole face just letting go. Turning loose, erasing off, easing off the tension. Across the top of your skull, down the back of your neck, down through the temples, back across the eyes, the ears. All of those muscles are loose and lazy like rubber bands. You're so relaxed right now. You feel happy. You might even feel a tingling sensation in your toes and in your fingers as your entire body relaxes. Each muscle and every nerve in your body is loose, limp, and relaxed. Your body is incredibly relaxed. In fact, your mind is relaxing, and you can just let your mind drift off, letting go of yourself to drift. Your mind is going to beautiful scenes. Scenes of you being incredibly successful. Scenes of you doing the things you want to do in life. Maybe you're sitting on this beach, enjoying the sunshine. Maybe you're standing in front of a group of people who are there to hear you speak. Maybe you're with your children and everybody is happy and content and enjoying life. You see yourself there. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel the sand under your feet. Feel the grass under your feet. Feel where you are. Hear the sounds around you, whether it be waves caressing the shore. Maybe you hear the water, the birds of nature. Maybe you hear cars around you. I know vacuums used to relax me, so maybe you hear a vacuum and that's relaxing to you. All you know right now is you feel incredibly relaxed, safe, calm, and peaceful. And you love and relish these thoughts and images and relaxation, and you see and feel yourself walking into a garden. And right now, this is the most beautiful garden you've ever seen. This garden is the most lush creation of nature. You can smell the sweet fragrances of the flowers. You can see it, feel it, and you're taking it all in. You are in control of your powerful, glorious mind. From this moment forward, you always have been. And every time you see these images and think these thoughts, these happy, content, beautiful thoughts that you are experiencing right now, you begin to feel completely relaxed from head to toe for the rest of your life. Every time you close your eyes and you see these exact images of yourself with this garden, in this peaceful, relaxed place, your body and mind immediately relaxes and releases and lets go of any anxiety, any stress, any anger you've been hanging on to. And all you need to do is just close your eyes and just always imagine this exact happy place. And your mind will automatically bring you back to this feeling. This feels so amazing right now as you feel each muscle, every nerve is loosened. all across your stomach, your pelvis, your chest, your arms, your back, your legs. You're beginning to feel as though you have a wonderful blanket of relaxation covering your entire body. And in this moment, you're learning to relax easily. This relaxation is a skill that you were born with. Learning to relax, learning this skill, you are easily developing it as a practice. And each time you use this method for easy relaxation, you relax more easily, more quickly, and much, much more deeply. You were born to be able to relax anywhere, at any time, in any situation, because nothing overwhelms you. Everything flows through you whenever and wherever it needs to. You are reacquiring whatever skills you need to deal with situations easily and effortlessly. And you can always access this peaceful feeling at any time you need it. Just count yourself back from 3. You feel incredible. 2, you feel empowered and confident. And 1, you are completely in control of your life. You were born able to relax, to be in control, to be a superpower, to be a superhero of your own life. And soon, you're going to feel this every single day, all day. In fact, right now, you can feel this energy vibrating through you as you imagine your muscles are relaxing in perfect sequence from head to toe. You're able to get to that relaxed, confident state and still your mind whenever and wherever you need to. And anytime your mind begins to wander, you pull it back to thinking those words of calm. You inhale and exhale as you're doing right now, and you feel control, you feel empowered, you feel like you are an incredible boss. You are a magnet of success, because you are. Your mind is more powerful than any drug in the world. Your brilliant mind, its only job is to do what you say to do. And today you are telling it to make decisions, to cultivate peace, calm, stillness, confidence in you. Whenever you are triggered, you pause, you breathe deeply, you exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, slowly, and bring your attention to the present moment. In fact, you can gently stroke your jaw, your side, your body, whatever, to help you to calm, because you know you're always safe and secure. You love this feeling of being in control and these thoughts and these feelings. And yes, your brilliant mind has a job to do, and you know exactly what that job is. And every day you're telling it all the good things it needs to do. You're reminding yourself of the list of qualities you encompass, because there are so many good things about you right now that you can tell your mind every single day that will serve you to your highest good. And you say to yourself that you are relaxed, you're calm, you're safe, you have a phenomenal coping skills, you're incredibly confident and in charge, because this is all true, and you know it to be true about you. You are an incredibly strong and resilient and powerful, highly intelligent and loving and caring human being. You're an incredible coach or business person. And your ability to be supportive, caring, and loyal to the people around you surpasses everyone's expectations, including your own. You become so highly successful in your career and in your life because you are now exceptionally organized, and you bring so much value and expertise to all of the work environments around you. you are incredibly highly valued as well because of your skills, because you're allowing yourself to shine right now. And that brilliant light that's shining through you, everybody can see it. They can see that you matter. You are amazing. They see that this is the truth about you. You are confident. You are exuding it right now. And those around you love and treasure you. And every day you make yourself a priority because you know you are worth it. You are number one. You praise yourself and you hear others starting to praise you as well. It's all natural. You are enough. You are lovable. You are worthy. You are everything. Absolutely everything is available to you. You came to this planet filled with confidence, feeling calm, secure, trusting yourself, knowing how amazing and beautiful you are. And knowing you are worthy of every beautiful thing and abundance, blessings, those are all coming to you right now. Remember, life is happening for you, not to you. And because of this, you praise yourself every single day because you know how important words are. And the words you say to yourself are healing and happy. And every day you tell yourself that you are relaxed, you are confident, you are powerful, you are peaceful, calm. You have phenomenal coping skills. You are centered and grounded, talented and gifted. You are amazing and loving. You are vibrant and smart and secure and capable. And you surround yourself with power people who will help you get to the goals you want to achieve. And you know this all to be true. Because no matter what, you are in control. You are a leader. You are amazing. You are powerful. And you are commanding, compelling, directing your mind right now and your body to be exactly the way you want it to be. The exact way it was when you were born, calm, confident, secure, in charge. And each day you're becoming more and more relaxed, more confident, more secure, more comfortable, more joyful, more happy, more in love with you. And every day when you wake up, you know that life is serving you for the better. And every day you know this is going to be an amazing day. So you enjoy hearing these words every single day. You play these recordings every day so you can hear these words. It helps you to grow. It helps you to sleep better. It helps you to feel calm. So on the count of 1, you are feeling amazing, feeling wonderful, feeling at ease. On the count of 2, you're feeling safe and secure, calm and collected. On the count of 3, you're feeling extraordinary because the truth about you has come to fruition today. We're starting to feel yourself coming back to full reality. On the count of 4, you fill your lungs up with air. You take a deep breath in. You can feel the environment around you. And on the count of 5, you can easily and effortlessly open your eyes and come back to full awareness. You feel amazing. You feel empowered. And you know you are in control. And welcome back, everybody. How's everybody feeling?
Relaxed. It felt like I left here.
Yeah, tell me about how you felt.
I felt like I was transported somewhere else, like a bubble or something.
Sheridan, what were you feeling?
I feel amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I'm so happy. It's so brilliant. Excellent. So
I just want to do more.
we could get started right away, Sheridan. Yeah. All right, guys. So that's my event for today. I'm glad you guys got to experience the power of hypnosis.
Mm.
And for today only, we're doing the big discounts today only. So if you want to get involved, we're doing those discounts. Sherry is the one you will be hooking up with. So Sherry, if you can put your information in the chat box right now and allow everybody to get in touch with you. So you have 48 hours to come forward. Preferably today, guys, we're going to do this, get everybody signed up, get everybody started to get going on this program. If you want to get started with us, it's great. We're doing the $2,000 discounts. Otherwise, you're welcome to join any other time when you're ready. All right, Sherry has just put it into the link, so that's perfect. Does anybody have any questions? I'd love to hear more about what was happening for you during this session. Did you do this too, Sherry? Did you close your eyes? Nope.
No, I didn't.
Nope.
I started doing it and then I kind of got distracted.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
that's okay. That's wonderful. Okay. So that's perfect. Do you guys have any comments or questions? Like, we have a lot more to talk about. If you want, I could tell you all about some of the amazing transformations we had with some of our clients, that sort of results. You know, we've had people who've come in for their sessions who had, you know, zero idea of where they were going. And of course, within the 3 months, we've got them at least building their programs, starting to create everything, starting to create their businesses. You have other entrepreneurs who've come in, who've had programs all started, who've had everything started, ready to go, but they weren't getting the ROI they wanted. They weren't getting the clients they wanted. And so within the first month of therapy with me, by the end of that month, they had sold out all of their programs. So they went from bringing in zero to being incredibly successful and selling everything out. So the idea is to get you to where you want to go from where you are now. So Sharon, this is the perfect time actually for you and Simone, who I think is now off the call, but it's the perfect time now to get started because, you know, you've just been laid off, or what you guys don't call it laid off. We call it laid off.
Redundant. Yeah, redundancy.
We call it
Yeah.
laid off on this side of the world. But you've been made redundant. So, you know, now is the perfect time to get started and get moving towards those goals instead of just sitting stagnant for like the next month or two and going forth in that way, where you can get into that position of, you know, maybe it's not for me, maybe I don't need to get going, or it gets a little harder when we procrastinate going towards it, right? Everything really moves really, really quickly once you change your mindset and get you going where it is you want to go. Anybody have any comments or want to say anything? Excellent. All right, guys, I guess this is it. This is all. So I thank everybody for coming to my call today, for joining us. If you want to sign up, just get a hold of Sherry. She's put her information in the chat box, and she'll be happy to guide you towards getting involved for our Wealth to Worth courses.